Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. How are you guys doing today? We are doing good. I pulled a muscle during the weekend, so it hurts. If you're gonna be wondering why am I moving so stiff, that's why. I hope it's gonna go away very fast. It's getting better, but still just tiny bit and I'll be okay. Today I decided to tackle a very highly requested video on my channel, you guys. I hope I'll do it justice. I'll try my best, and it's going to be a Toy Story balloon garland setup. I haven't decided what it's gonna be. We're gonna be deciding this together throughout the video. I haven't decided if I will be staying here in my filming room using my backdrop, or I will be moving out of my filming room and going throughout the house and trying to find the perfect spot for it. All of the balloons that I will be using in today's video I got from Lord-Dale Paper and Balloon Company. Like usual, like I always say, go check them out. They have a huge selection of party supplies, balloons, types of balloons, sizes, shapes, balloons from different companies, not just Qualitics. They have it all. If you're a new customer to Lord-Dale Paper and Balloon Company, you can always use my code Anastasia10 for 10% off at checkout. It's an affiliate code. It's totally up to you if you want to use it or not. They are open in the midst of all this that is happening right now. They are opened for pickup, or they ship, and they ship internationally. So go check them out. I will link and list everything in the description under this video, and without any further ado, let's go. Here is what I'm planning to use in today's video. Let's break this down. Yellow 16-11 5-inch balloons, lime green 5 16-inch, red 11-inch, dark blue 5 11 16-inch as well, and 2 bags with 11-inch balloons with 2 different prints, cloud print and cow print balloons. I will be constructing my balloon garland with these long silver 260s balloons. I tried this technique once and I fell in love, and I want to bring it back and see if I can do it again. I will be using my electric balloon pump to blow all of the balloons, and if anything else will be used on top of all this, I'll let you know. Alrighty guys, I am ready to blow all of my balloons. I am mixing colors, I am mixing sizes, I am mixing everything because I will be making big clusters out of those balloon pairs. So what I'm doing is I am taking 2 different sizes, 2 different color balloons. Let's go with yellow and red, blow them up. As soon as you're done blowing your balloons, press them against the floor to give them more rounder shape, and pair them together into pairs like these. Keep on mixing, keep on blowing, keep on pairing. By the way, you guys, I didn't tell you, but my 11-inch balloons, I will be blowing them into different sizes as well. Instead of blowing them all the way to 11-inch, all of them, I will be making them a little bit smaller, something like this, and pair them together as well. So keep playing with sizing, keep playing with pairing. Алло?
Привет, Зачуша.
Да, привет. Doing is I am clustering my pairs of balloons. So I am taking different sizes of balloons, different colors. I am intertwining them together, taking my 5-inch balloons and doing exactly the same to create something like this. Let's try to add this one over here. Just tie it in to this cluster. Go. Yep, so this is what I will be doing with the rest of my pairs of balloons. Let's go. Guys, I took a bit of a break and I totally forgot that I received a new frame from AliExpress. I tried to order that frame so many times and finally it's here. So it's a white grid that is 2 meters in diameter. So my husband's gonna help me construct the whole thing and we're gonna place it against this backdrop. I might change my white into something different, we'll see. So let's construct this and we'll move on to constructing our balloon garland. For this frame, over $300. This whole thing cost me I can't remember now, 230 something plus shipment, and it came out to like 300, a little bit over than $300 for this whole thing. This frame also came with this package over here with lots and lots of zip ties and some kind of screws. So we're gonna try to assemble this. I'm somewhat done with my backdrop. I'm still deciding if I want to switch my fabrics or not. We'll see. Let's go to constructing our balloon garland. So I am taking 2 long balloons and I am tying them together, creating this kind of like a balloon rope, I call it. I tie it 3-4 right away, and then I just add more long balloons while I go and build my balloon garland. All right, so I am trying to take the biggest cluster, or it doesn't even matter, honestly. Let's start with this. I am taking my rope and I am tying my balloon rope to my first cluster. I am very new to all this. This is my second time using this technique with just, you know, balloon rope, and I love it. So taking my second cluster and finding a perfect spot for it. I kind of like it over here. Taking my rope, stretching and wrapping around my balloon. So around my just added new cluster, one of the balloons, around older balloon that was here first, again around newly placed balloons, and all around basically, to make sure these 2 clusters are very nicely packed together. Kind of pull it a little bit to make sure you don't have like too many spaces and gaps between your balloons. Kind of play around, maybe shuffle some balloons around to close those gaps. Taking another cluster, putting my next cluster and doing exactly the same thing. You can always reposition your rope. I'm taking my rope and kind of wrapping between my balloons, and whenever I reach that spot where I want to tie this cluster, I need to wrap my rope around that balloon that is like closest to the spot where I want to place this cluster, to make sure that my rope won't, you know, kind of go and slip from that spot and reposition itself by itself. So right here, and I am again wrapping around old balloons, new balloons, around random balloons. And that's about it. And again, if you want to reposition, you go between your balloons, around your balloons. It's pretty easy. So let's go. To secure my balloon garland, I am taking this remaining balloon rope. I am holding with one hand, with my other taking that tail and wrapping around one of the balloons. Now you created this loop over here, taking the tail and going through that loop and pulling on my balloon. Do it a couple or a few times to make sure your structure, your balloon base will stay together, and let it go and you're good to attach your balloon garland. While my balloon garland is hanging on my grid frame and it's looking pretty, I decided to stop over here and talk about my grid frame. There's some things that I don't like about the frame and some things that I like about the frame. First things first, I love how grid frames look against darker colors. That's why I'm kind of like still deciding and thinking, should I change my white fabric into something darker or play with uplighting and see what happens. So I don't know, I'll figure something out throughout this video. Let's start with minuses. First things first, they came in with a chipped paint. I don't like it because you can see black spots throughout this whole thing, and I don't know what happened, because when we got the frame, I opened, the first thing I noticed that paint was chipped. Was it chipped way before it got shipped to me, or it got chipped while this thing was getting shipped to my house? I have no idea. Second thing that I don't like about this frame, that this frame has sharp corners. You guys, I scratched myself and I lost 3 balloons while trying to attach this balloon garland to my frame. So far, that's all I don't like about this grid frame. 2 negatives. Let's move on to our positives. First thing that I like about this frame, that this frame is pretty sturdy. You're going left to right with this frame is not going anywhere. It's there to stay in one spot. If you go back and forth with it and you put a little bit of force into it, it wobbles a little bit, but it's not like this is like terrible, that's it, it's not gonna hold. It holds pretty well. I feel like this wobble is totally normal to frames like this. Second thing that I like about this frame, that this frame has good size bases. Third and final reason why I like this frame, it was very easy to assemble, you guys. The only hiccup we had with my husband is that one of the connectors was bent while it was shipped to my house. We had to use some hammers to kind of like, you know, shape it back together, and then it was easy to connect with other piece, and voila, we have the grid frame. So that's my opinion about this frame. Hopefully it was helpful and it made sense. Now let's take the remaining of our balloon clusters and fill in spaces on our balloon garland. I will be taking my 260s balloons and I will be tying my clusters to my balloon garland. So let's go, let's have fun. Though I added some uplighting, you guys, I feel like I want to add black fabric behind to see what's gonna happen. So this is a good look with white fabric. This is it, you guys. This is my take on this Toy Story balloon garland. Finally I made it happen. I really like that I added this black fabric in the back. I like how this white grid pops against this black. I typically like to use darker fabrics when I am working with lighter or brighter color balloons. I feel like balloons in those colors pop more and better against darker fabrics. And if I'm using darker, deeper shades, then I like to use lighter color fabrics. I like the quality of all the balloons that I have here. Thank you so much, Lauderdale Paper and Balloon Company. I didn't lose any balloon while blowing it with air, and I lost 5 balloons while trying to attach these 2 pieces to my grid backdrop. As you know, this grid backdrop does have sharp corners, so that's why my balloons popped. I did construct my 2 pieces with 260s balloons. I like this technique. I feel like 260s give you more of an organic looking balloon garland. And I did use rubber bands to speed up the process because I feel like tying 260s to every cluster and then going to the base is taking more time than just using a rubber band. Rubber band basically is the same thing as 260, but rubber bands don't give you that tightness between balloons, and clusters are looking a little bit loose and not as close to the base as me personally, how I like it. It's for the clusters to be on my base. And with 260s you can control the tightness between your balloons. You can tighten more, you can loosen it up if you like. I mean, that's just my personal preference. I hope you enjoyed this video. Everything will be linked and listed in the description under the video, and some pictures will be there as well. This is it, you guys. This is my take on this Toy Story balloon garland setup. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful and inspiring. If it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with family and friends. That's always helpful. If you have any additional questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will try to help you out to the best of my ability. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below for more videos and great ideas. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, and I will see you back very soon. Bye!